All right, Alpine, this is for Thursday, the 17th of September. Like I've mentioned in the previous videos, this is the start of our 2 test / deload weeks. So we want to always keep that in mind. The dog's going crazy right now. Sorry about that. But what are we starting off with? Core temperature warm up, 100 meter jog, or 100 meter, or 100 meter jog and a 100 meter skip. You know I love skipping. Then PT specific, 2 rounds, 10 single leg glute bridges each side, 8. So what are we doing there? We are working on some proper midline positioning while doing some single leg work. It is harder than it looks. Coaches, please be very diligent with your eyes and your coaching to make sure people are doing this right. They're not dumping into the lower back whenever we do any type of glute bridge, especially that single leg. And then 8 Kazakh squats each side. Shout out to our fearless owner and leader and wonderful woman, Annie Bruner. We had this programmed, this movement program in our warm-up for Hot Shots 19. And, well, she was kind of stiff during the first round of her warm-up, just doing regular Cossack squats. So what she did was she actually went right next to the wall with her back to the wall, maybe about 2 feet in front of it, maybe a foot, and kind of used that as a gauge to where she was actually, while she's going over to one side, she was reaching for that wall behind her to keep that proper line of action for that squat, which, remember, in that line of action, we want to push those hips back as we descend so that we don't become toe dominant or our weight shifts to our toes. So Annie, shout out to you for doing that. And so coaches, if you find someone who's being very toe dominant or they're just too far forward in their toes, have them go up against the wall like that. Okay, this is getting glute med action, by the way. Then we have 8 total jump switch lunges, more glute work, and next a little bit of quads too, just working on some explosiveness there. And then 4 Mcgill Crunches, that's 2 each side, not holding this time, but remember people, you should be, while you're crunching up, the most active and the most aggressive pulling or pushing, however you like to view it, to do it properly, of that belly button into your spine, or pushing those abs through your low back into the hand that's underneath the small of your back. Then 20-second star plank each side. We all know we love the star plank, and Zach and I were talking about it, and you guys are getting really freaking good at star planks. Like, I applaud you. Like, it's really impressive. I guarantee you that most of our coaches aren't that good at them, but our members are great. Good job. So what are we going into now for our workout? Morning after front squat party. So last week we had that front squat party where we did some final 1 rep max PR for our front squat. So 1 rep max front squat. I remember specifically my 7:30 class that day. 5 people in that class PR'd. Great job, people. Shout out Sean Sands, Nick Pacifico, both front squatting over 335 pounds. 340 for Sean, 345 for Nick. Very impressive. Like, I really am just impressed with how strong everyone's getting and all the PRs that we've had these last 12 weeks. Everything from our snatch to our clean and jerks to our front squats now. You guys are putting in the work, and I applaud you. Just keep on coming. They're going to keep on rolling in. Promise you that. So we're doing every 2.5 minutes for 12.5 minutes. That's 5 sets. Assuming I did the math right. Just 5 front squats at 75% of your heaviest found last week. Even if you did not PR last week, I want you to go off of whatever your heaviest was from last week. Because me personally, haven't PR'd my front squat in like a year and a half, something like that. So I don't, but if I did do it last week and I say I was like 10 pounds under, I want to base my numbers still off of that one last week because it's the most recent, the most realistic for where my body's at now. Enough of that. Then we have gosh, this is going to be a real stamina workout. We have the Jackhammer, all right, which is 4 times 30 air squats, 30 air squats, 40 goblet squats, 50 wall balls. This is working on local muscular endurance, specifically in your legs in that squatting pattern. We're really just trying to figure out if you guys can squat fast and efficiently and see how fast you can go in this workout. There is a 6-minute time cap on this, okay? So 30 air squats, we can get that done honestly in like 45 seconds, maybe even 30 depending on who you are. Actually more likely 30 seconds as long as it's full depth and all that. So that's about 30 seconds, 45 seconds. Picking up that kettlebell, we have 40 goblet squats. So it's becoming a loaded movement now, and weightlifting movement. We have an external load. When we're doing this, keep that kettlebell up here. To the side is not allowed, must be in contact with your chest and above, all right? Sternum area. We're doing that. You're gonna hit around you're gonna hit rep 15 of that. And you're like, oh my Lord, my legs are burning. This is the point where you just kind of find that consistent pace. Breathing. Remember to breathe during this. Even though it's Jackhammer, remember to breathe. All right, we are hoping that, maybe that takes about 1.5 minutes, all right? A minute if we're constantly moving. So if it's a minute, that's taking us to about 1:45. It's 1.5 minutes, it's making us 2:15. On that longer end, that is giving us 3 minutes and 45 seconds to do 50 wall balls, okay? Our legs are burning, absolutely burning, but guess what? We've done this amount of squat bowling before in a single workout. And so this is just where it's time to be like, all right, let's remember those good points of performance for any squatting pattern and our wall balls. Remembering whenever that wall ball's in our hands, we want it to be right in front of our chest, all right? Maybe a little, like right in front of our chest, maybe in front of our face, all right? As you descend into that squat, push those hips back, knees track those toes, full foot on the ground the whole entire time. So just like with a thruster, or even this can translate over to a push press, that wall ball, I'm not allowing you to throw that ball until you've extended your hips out of that squat, all right? Extend those hips, then we get to throw the ball, okay? Cool. And then we receive it, we're going down and up, down and up. This is Jackhammer because all we're going is down and up, squatting pattern. This is a longer video, but I wanted to talk about that. So remember to breathe, realize that the lactic acid that's in your legs is going to clear and you're going to be okay. It's a 6-minute time cap, so we need to be aggressive. The wall balls are going to either make or break people. Just going to be honest here. Love you guys. Bye.